Unfortunately, guys, we won't be able to do the other 3 games tonight, which is a real shame. I know. However, that is because I'll be casting some Riftbound, the new League of Legends Riot TCG game, afterwards at about 7 p.m. CEST, EU time, which will be kind of overlapping a little bit here with call times and stuff. So we'll raid over after we're done with the LR game to make sure we get some people on to come watch some TCG. And those of you who want to go watch some EMEA Masters, there are loads of streams out there, I promise you there are. But for now, my Twitch viewers, I'll be taking you hostage and you're going to come watch some TCG with myself and Counterfeit and Anu as well. It should be a wonderful, wonderful time. But until that time, we do at least get a little bit of EMEA Masters action. I do keep the streak up, which is nice. So there we go. We do get the rat game. And I do apologize, YouTube, as well. You can come watch as well. Please do. It'd be great. However, I'm also aware we're a little bit tied up just in terms of I've actually got official casts to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes you've got to go do your job. How many games today? It's just the 1-1. When does LR play? About now, in fact. Let's go hop on over to the feed. Let me make sure I've got the right feed. First, that would be a good starting point. We at feed-wise, feed number 3. Feed number 3 is what we're after. And I can't give you the feed, guys, because that would be wrong. Secret feeds. Only a special people like me. And that will be... In fact... Where art thou? There we go. 1 second, guys. You heard that. I'm probably going to hear that a couple times. Because for whatever reason, I've got 2 notification systems that don't like each other very much. And sometimes they decide to ping one to the other and not. I need to sort it out, is the honest. Sort it out. Haven't done that, and that's on me. But for now, that means that we need to go and look at the game. Because we're into draft. And that's what we call excellent timing, folks. That's what we call excellent timing. As we are just into draft here. Oh, wrong thing. Chat. Thing again. Chat box. Each thing. Fabulous. There we go. So, LR on blue side. Won yesterday, very convincingly. Wildcats. In a bit of a weird one here. See where they can... show us exactly what they've done. It was close stuff yesterday. It relied on Kofta pulling off a miracle late game Galio wombo to get them back in after some pretty wild stuff. They ended up losing Eldon and winning the fight afterwards. Whole thing was very, very dramatic between TCL 2 and 3, but it was the second seed here in Bushido Wildcats that did come out on top and earned themselves this matchup against Last Returns. So, bands will kind of come on through. Check this, sorry. What's going on rather than looking into my screen. I can now see what's happening. That's better. We're going to see LR first pick the Java before Valiant, which is normally banned against him. Response, though, may well be the Azir, which is often banned out, but Kofta's going to get a hold of that one. Interesting to see the Syndra ban away from Nemesis. Don't want to have to deal with that one. Yeah, a bit of an annoying matchup for the Azir at times. Did I see LR and LEC for Winter? Sort of. Sort of. It's a very different setup. So I'll be interested to see exactly how it all works out. I have to say, as a Div 2 caster, I'm a little bit nervous. So I don't know what that means for my number of work days or for what happens in EMEA Masters in winter. Do we get an EMEA Masters in winter? If so, in what capacity? It all gets a bit weird. So interested to see exactly how ERLs look next year, because it may just not have an ERL in winter, which would be a bit of a weird one. But hey, we'll wait and see. Azir Corki, the lock-in for Bushido Wildcats. Corki, of course, really changed in profile over the last year or so with his rework. Much more of an early game champion, much more short range actually in a lot of ways before he still got the rockets. Zaya Rakan, maybe the angle here, or just Zaya plus X. Maybe want a matchup for Nemesis. Could also look for something like the Gragas if they so choose, but it will just be that Zaya Rakan. Just say, look, you've locked in the Corki, nothing you're going to draft alongside this will match the Zaya Rakan super easily, so we're happy to lock this blind and give one of Nemesis and, well, Nemesis already have counterpick because his ear's locked in. There's real world shenanigans happening. We look to give their solo lanes a little bit more opportunity to work with later. Then Nico gets locked in for Monkers. Monk S. Sorry, it is a capital S at the end. Hey, Simi, good to see you. Let me ensure I can see every chats. There we go. But how's the TCL teams and Korean imports? They've always pulled up some pretty good ones, to be fair. Not too many issues with their importing choices. They've done quite well. So, Huayban against Nemesis. Basically, what with range control mages. The Oriana's already taken on the side of LR. Are they going to get rid of the Vel'Koz? Probably not as good into Nico and stuff. We can punish him quite hard, potentially. is an annoying one to the Azir, and they may just say, look, we don't have to deal with that again. And Azir, we saw the Vel'Koz Xayah combo yesterday. The zone control is really, really nasty to get through. We've already got a job to lock people into, a bit annoying, but instead they decide Bounce Gragas alongside the Scion need to be taken off the board. That's not unreasonable. How good he is at both. We'll see what the decision making is here. Okay. Bessa, final ban against Zest. Are we locking? I imagine we see a jungle lock at this point. Unless they really have something spicy for Peach. And Peach, of course, not just a Sejuani main, for all we remember his time in LEC. Did enjoy things like Zed once upon a time. Could be a bit of a laugh. Theory with Nico, Shinzao with Nico, both fine. The Shinzao's a bit more dull, but it is early game prio, decent front line, skirmish as well, can manage the Xayah with the Crescent Guard all right. Vi was always a bit of a Peach specialty, but Xayah can be a bit annoying. Again, you do have to go diving through all of the feathers. Cho'Gath can also be a bit annoying as you go in, get silenced and munch and go, this kind of sucks. You need other ways to blow the Xayah ult. Joy is not another opportunity job, and it wasn't bad the other day from Seaboy. Ended up blowing up Smolder pretty much every other fight. Hate it as a bit of an adaptation for the game state. Get the mic placement correct. What's our final pick? Is it going to be that Vel'Koz we saw the other day that worked out quite well for Nemesis? Not awful here. A little bit rougher into things like the Vi and the Nico. Got a fair number of defense tools to make it an option, but I think the Galio probably does make a lot more sense in the grand scheme of things. And I don't know why I was so pigeonholed on that Vel'Koz. Galio, a Nemesis special. You've already got yourself a Jarvan to work with. It helps keep the Xayah alive. You are a little low in terms of threats. Of course, you can go a little bit higher burst on the Galio. You are going to rely on Crowny staying alive and Faust blasting one person with the R. Ella already knew that Vi was going to be bad in Xayah. They were saying let's ban it. Fair enough. I have my issues. They're going to go towards the Aatrox into the Cho'Gath. Don't know about that one. I mean, Aatrox isn't bad into tank matchups in general. The only thing I'll say is Aatrox does like to play around his low HP bars occasionally, and Cho'Gath messes with that. Aatrox also, a lot of his damage involves getting through a lot of Q casts. Feral Scream kind of denies that. That would be my impression that perhaps not the easiest matchup, or a bit of a skill-based matchup for the Aatrox, even if Aatrox's percent HP damage is pretty good into Cho'Gath. Does Xayah ult cancel the Vi ult? Yeah, effectively. Pretty good. Right, let me go get my cup of tea that's been brewing in the kitchen. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's just a split. It's not really an ELC. It's just for the single tourney. Though it does allow you to get more crossover with the EMEA Masters, which I think is pretty good. I've had my issues with the complete separation of ERLs and EMEA Masters for what it's worth. I just worry a little bit for what it means for Div 2 in general, because are we just not getting a Div 2 split in winter? Are we not getting an EMEA Masters in winter? That'll really suck for me, for example. Most of my casting gigs are in Div 2 at the minute, and that will really, really hurt.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
On the Rift already, but I have my tea. Life is good. Wonderful. Ah. Hey up. Who did LR you lose to? Barca. Pretty convincingly, 1-1-3 Kiana them is the answer. Is what happened. Visto. Flash down already onto Kofta, indeed. Nice play mid with a little roam around there from LR at the level 1. Also note that Scorth and Monk S are in the bush. Could have gotten a bit dicey. Nice level 1, very much so. Read like a book, So it does cost Crowny and Reckless shove. Does it matter? Check. Again, it was always going to be a little bit weird because Nico can kind of be a bit annoying for Rakan. He goes in, gets rooted, and goes, oh, this kind of sucks. Just in time, and then the first game is LR. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. It's a good one. I think both drafts are relatively playable, though I think LR will have a lot, much like we saw yesterday. There's some really good tools here to punish Bushido Wildcats going on forwards. And I don't know how many tools they're going to have to blow Xayah ult before Vi goes in. You have got the Nico. You have got the Aatrox flank and maybe something like a deep Azir shuffle. So it's not like you don't have tools. But often one of the ways you deal with Xayah is to have so much CC and so much threat that you blow her ult with one thing and punch her with the next. We shall see. Nemesis with the Dark Seal first. Oh, yeah. They're both done Dark Seal first. Cage was probably tearing his hair out. They've both done it. Ghost looking to punish here. Velu's behind. Monka S now in danger. Maybe forced to flash. Getting some autos. There's the flash out. Scorth going to get knocked up. Barrier down. Doesn't have to flash. Decent damage back onto Velu. Ooh, forced the flash from Scorth afterwards with the grand entrance. Double flash and heal and barrier down. Very nicely done. Much better summoner trade. Big shove break there as well. Bushido Wildcats were looking to try and keep the pressure up in that bot. So it'll be much harder now, especially with the flashes being down. Reckless next engage will be very dangerous, especially with the HP bars looking a little bit dicey on sort of both sides here, but I think Reckless got a little bit more HP to work with. I'll note, of course, Vi's top side, looking to dive onto Bounce. We look for the dive there. Knock up across the clone. Nice kill onto the Nico. Scorth looking to trade back. Gonna let the cooldowns go down. Bounce survived so far. Flash already burned on Peach. Gonna have Zest tank it up, I suspect. Yeah, the Vault Breaker knock-up comes on down. Zest not gonna have to flash. 1 for 1 in terms of the dives. Bounce gets a bit of the wave. Go to TP back in, okay. Scorth does survive. I wonder whether they'd stick around to look for the dive after, but they don't. Let the turret cool down and then go again. Too dicey by the looks of it. Cost a little bit too much time. Both junglers starting with a kill. Yeah, 4th win or loss is a best of 3. Exactly. So the moment you hit 3 wins or 3 losses, all your following games then are best of 3s until you either lose a 4th game or win a 4th game, basically. 4th series. Better way of phrasing, I suppose. Till you are qualified or eliminated. Hey, son. Comp is hard to get Peach a good ult. I agree. 4 best of 3 today. Yeah, it could be quite a lot. Someone's progressing. Onto the Infernal Dragon they'll go. Bounce. Does he get the reset off? Oh, no he doesn't. He's also only level 5. I think he is a dead man. Infernal Chains come on down. Q3 lands. Can't get to the wave. And we'll die for it. Got a little greedy there on the reset. Gets punished. Aatrox getting ahead. A little bit annoying, actually, for LR. See what S can do with it. had an okay time on the Renekton yesterday. Actually played out the late game scenarios pretty well. Better than I thought the Renekton would into things like the Smolder. Or some good cooldowns. We're looking for another dive. Ooh, ooh. Base check. Wait for the Vault Breaker. There it is. Can now Dragon Strike out. And does. Clone gets clobbered by Reckless. Oh. So, what are we going to see the build on Baus be? He's actually got an early Chain Vest. Wow. He has changed. Okay, Ghost looks to jump on top of the level 5 Xayah. Decent knock up onto Peach. Does have the... No, it doesn't actually have Flash, so will likely die to this turret shot and to be the 1-for-1, but of course the AD carry is gone. Reckless very low. Velia now coming on over. Scorth under the turret, doesn't have the Flash reminder. Gets a slow onto Monka S. There's one kill back. There's the Cataclysm after, obviously off the knock-up gets rooted up as he's looking for the Grand Entrance. Monka S should be able to get out here, I imagine. Double Battle Dance, giving a little bit of a shield. Where is Nemesis? Not coming on down. Taunt instead onto Cochter. Monka S gets out. Ends up being a 2-for-1 under the turret. 2 assists over the Crown. But Veli gets the double. Or gets one back, rather. And actually important that Crownie was the one who was gifted the kill under that turret. Important there. Over towards the Grubs we go. Which tea is it? I've just got English breakfast today. Not particularly exciting. Not particularly exciting. So British, I know. I know. On to Peach, who did get that second grub there. Nicely done. One back for LR, but they still end up losing out on that mark towards Feats. What patch is this EMEA Masters? Good question. It's 15.19. So we're not on 15.20, we're on 15.19. After and Zest teaming up on Baus, who will die. Tries to do some damage back on the Coffin, doesn't really. Baus now 0 and 3. Thank you, you're welcome. Well, actually, it's 15.19.1. We're on the hotfix for now. To clarify. So if you want the actual technicalities. It's also, if you ever want to check, it's over by the minimap. Check over by the minimap down there-ish. You'll see it. There. There's the patch. Whoop. Violence. Move my camera back. Cataclysm comes on down. Monka S is dead. Nice. Pick up by Crownie and Velia and crew. There's your win. Can't get the Xayah ahead. We said that'd be the case. 1,000 gold over the Aatrox. Not the best. Has to be said on the other side. Baus is down XP and gold. Tragic. Crownie's going to go crazy later. He's got the cull early as well. Yep. 1,000 gold on a Xayah versus 1,000 gold on the Aatrox. I think I prefer the Xayah in this case, because we've already said getting onto the Xayah this comp is not that easy. Or certainly requires a few steps, because you do need to make sure that you are finding ways to blow the Feather Storm. If you don't, life is bad. Yeah. Sound like that TikTok guys who sort of says, does the kind of like, sort of slowly slides out of the left of the camera. Blow the bird's feathers. Yeah. My God. Why did I sound like an F1 car? Like, gear changes while I think of my ways to talk about this game. Zest is now pulling a Baus. Has decided to proxy against the proxy master, and he says, how dare you? Oh, missed his Q! Decent healing back. Flashes away. How long until Velia gets another cooldown? Nice Q3. Decent healing. Ooh, can't get the fight. Looking for a feast. Doesn't have it. Ooh, finally get the kill. Valiant effort. Valiant effort. Couldn't escape. You dare to proxy against Baus? Who do you think you are? Chill, it's so cool. Can you show us? Oh, yeah. It's a cool jump. The diesel one. I quite like it. Also not getting green screened, which is nice, despite it being quite green. Sometimes has that happen. Thank you, though. Look at this. I'm getting fashion compliments from chat. You take what you can get. Oh boy, Hextech. So, oh yeah. Paul, actually. That favors Bushido Wildcats if they can get it. So, cooldown reduction and attack speed in general. Probably still Bushido Wildcats. Attack speed and CDR is insane on Corky and Azir, who love both. Anytime, bro. Appreciate you, man. But Damakun is absolutely right. I think Hex Soul is pretty scary. Symbiotic Souls for Nemesis is doing the Baus build on Galio himself. This Galio will be everywhere. Very burst heavy Galio. Very burst heavy Galio. We shall look at that a little later on. Basically do some Riftbound stuff for people who've got the deck links and so you see what the cards are and what they do. Greetings from Macedonia. Oh, pleasure. Thank you for coming on in. Such a good trade. Yeah, I know. Peach. Oh, nice flash. Galio entrance. Is it enough? No. Turnaround is pretty good. Does Baus get a chance to do anything? No, he's dead, so I suppose not. Nemesis will die. Will survive, rather. Peach will die after, is what I meant to say. Player names too hard for me at the moment. What's that? 141. You get
Turret plating
flash for ult on Nemesis. Not the best. Velia needs to be a bit careful here. She's about to get pulled back. Oof. Hang on. Monkrest about to press R. Yeah, that one sucks for Velia, who I think may well die. TP's now coming on in. Flag and drag back is decent. Does have flash. Hex gates out. Nice. Okay, gets to survive. But that probably stops the turret going down. And it evens up the gold lead a bit, though. Hey, Velia not having flash or should have ult, I guess, for Herald might be problematic, depending on what we're playing for. Wildcats did get first 3 kills, I'll note. So they've got that mark towards feat to strength. They only need one more objective to get the full feat to strength, which is a very valuable part of the game. Baus gets the rupture into the Feral Scream, autos from Kofta, shuffles Baus away. Soldiers in the bush, good damage back. Are we seeing anything more? No, we're not. Baus will reset here. Buys around, but isn't going to find the interrupt. Baus with the Hex Gate. Should be able to get down bot side quick enough. Isn't going to use them anyway, actually. Surprised he's not. Guess a bit wary of who's in that jungle. Doesn't know who's there. Dahlia flags and drags out of the river. That's going to be just a straight up turret for Kofta. I'm not sure Baus taking that trade was wise. I mean, he couldn't actually deal with the wave. He had to back. So that ends up being first turret because Baus couldn't get there. That's feat of strength for Bushido Wildcats. Herald now being fought over by Lost Return. I think Bushido Wildcats might fight this themselves. No Cataclysm still. All ults aside from Pop Blossom for Bushido Wildcats, but Herald's taken. So Lost Returns in the river first. Not a full contest from Bushido Wildcats. So a little bit of Safari League of Legends there to kind of look at the objective go down. Not fantastic, but hey, here we are. Happens. Can I shout out your friend? Watch my lives. Kathy, if you're out there, a friend of Kurt, you're a real one. Kurt asked for the shout out. Much love to you. Double checking I wasn't getting pranked. Wasn't it IP Freely or something? Or Mr. Freely? IP. Where are we at game state-wise? Dragons now-ish. Are we fighting over that? Zest's going to get another turret. Oh, my days. This Aatrox is going to be huge. I mean, Zaya's scary too. In fairness to Zaya, Zaya is 3-1 and 2. Cashed in the Cull. Iceman a half. I fear that Aatrox on his next back might be a problem. Blast Cone gets out to safety. Do Bushido Wildcats want to play around this dragon? Herald down. Is that a Battle Herald? I think it's a Battle Herald. Nemesis will just punch forward. Valkyrie away from score, but it means he will not have that cooldown for the next 15 to 20 seconds. He's going to jump on to Nemesis, who gets Pop Blossom. Ooh! Nice flash after. Nemesis will go down, but so will the Nico shuffle away. It means that Vel is not here. Baus now on the flank angle, but the rest of his team can't follow. Crowny can't get beyond the Emperor's Divide. Good feast. My God. Blows someone up, but they've already gone 2 for 2, and the health bars aren't fantastic for Lost Returns. Zest goes looking, misses it. Cataclysm comes forward, about to say Crown, he could blast some people. Zest's in danger. Dragon probably goes down nonetheless, and they get it. Kofta has got a lot of angles. Crown is going to be forced to flash because Kofta got to shifting sands forwards. Reckless now in danger, gets the knock-up. Can probably battle dance out. Watch Velia, he's looking for an angle over the wall. He's staying well enough away. Ends up being a 3 for 2. Dragon goes over to Bushido Wildcats. Hang on, they're looking to interrupt. Velia needs to be a bit careful here. Peach has gone the wrong way. He's looking to Hexgate out. Can't do it. Monka S is still around. How did Nemesis get here? TP'd in? TP'd in. Okay, so they get an extra kill. And now Monka S is dead as well. Lost Returns, the teleports to punish the exit plays. Every time. You got ads? Aren't the ads running? That's weird. I'm not getting any ad notifications. Did you reload the stream or something? Hello. Will TCG be streamed on Twitch or here too? Unfortunately, just on Twitch. It's not my show. I'm just on it, if that makes sense. I'm talent on it. Huh. I didn't have any ads run allegedly. So maybe it's just Twitch doing Twitch things. Sorry for that. Decent from LR to pick up something at the back end of the play there at the very least. The problem is they still lost the dragon. Peach is still around. Don't get the taunt. Over the wall we go. Stoned off the turret for a second or two. Ow, my days. Nemesis actually hurts quite a lot now. Can possibly punish Nemesis here. He's managed to get away. Okay. I appreciate you, Onivia. Thank you, Ted. Same with YouTube. Huh. Odd. There you go. Maybe it's a feed or something. I do apologize, though. Is this a best of 3 today? No, it's not. The winner of this will have best of 3s from this point on. But it's only once you get to 3 wins or 3 losses. Basically on the verge of elimination or qualification, depending. If it would allow you to leave this stage of play one way or another, are you being promoted to playoffs or to viewer? Brownie, second item, ooh, or good. Got Conqueror on Vi and an Aatrox. I think with Galio going Oblivion Orb, I'm not a massive fan. It's alright. It's not the end of the world. It's fine, is the answer. But I think you aren't actually having that much armor built up against you. You've got a Galio who will be there in pretty much every fight that matters. I think I would have gone IE or Quick Blade. Flicker Blade, sorry. But I would be interested to hear Crowny's reasoning. Because you've already got an Oblivion Orb. I don't know whether you need more anti-heal than that, especially from the AD carry role. But hey, I suppose you're not going to have massive armor stackers. LDR is whatever. It's not like Mortal Reminder's a bad item. You're going to need some armor pen at some point. It's not the end of the world. I'm not sure whether it's optimal, but it's not the end of the world. I've always wondered, is it worth it to have more damage and let's be able to burst someone instead of anti-heal? Depends on your role in the game. Sometimes you are just going to need a bit of anti-heal. Because the other thing is Aatrox going to be able to hit people this game? Yes. Too many melees. You got 4 melees on your squad. Aatrox will get some heal. If it's a game where it's like, actually, we're just 5 range damage dealers, let's just hit the damn guy and he won't be able to heal us, then you can gotta go with it. Got Sterix, we can't be bursted. Certainly harder to. And you're you're not the highest damage comp. You've got decent burst. Jarvan, AP Galio, Cho'Gath, AP Cho'Gath as well. Like, you've got good burst. Your consistent DPS is a little bit more suspect. Darlene, oh, good to see you. The artist formerly known as Seku. Good to see you. How you doing? Miss your face too. Is this best of one? Yes, it is. Surviving. Know that vibe. It's good enough. We take what we can get, Charlie. So, what are we doing now? Gone towards the Heimerdinger voice. Indubitably. Well, we got a Hex Dragon in 20 seconds. Yes. That's probably the next point of call. Playing with the 40%. Is this update of the accent? Yeah, it is. That's exactly where I'm going. That's my real accent, guys. I put this on for broadcast. Zest. Scorth has to flash well, and Zest had to burn all. Oh, good God, Blue Whites. That's bad setup. Shido Wildcats. Blue Whites used to be VW tag in NLC. That's why I did it. I apologize, TCL2. Ooh! Ooh! LR apologizing for the damage they just did. Kofta is well split off in a 1 versus 4. Scorth should get Velia. That's unfortunate. Kofta gets over the wall, but still hit by the Featherstorm. They lose mid-jungle for just jungle. Scorth's still alive. Crowny blew quite a lot, though. Oh, if they'd hit that Infernal Chains, that might have been interesting. But LR happy with that now. Should get the dragon here. All these pings. Good grief. Okay. Let's do it. Shinko, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you all coming in on him. The thing is, they still got the dragon. They still had Cho'Gath, so it's kind of fine. Cho'Gath's at 8 stacks already as well, so he's feeling pretty happy about his stat count. They stopped the dragon snowball. That would have been sole point for Bushido Wildcats. I think it's an Atacam play now. And again, you've got Feathers, Feather Pull, and Feast, and Smite. So you've actually got very good objectives. Very good objective score. Vi's not bad at objective stealing because Q Smite is pretty good too. But a Vault Breaker, denting blows type combo is no, I don't think it won't match that. There's the Infinity Edge for Xayah, so she's at the 3 item 75% crit mark. She's happy. Locket for Reckless, not Redemption. Interestingly, Locket is more immediate, so if you are having to deal with snap engage, it's pretty good. Kofta is so dead. Oh, Bushido Wildcats, you have fumbled around these objectives far too much. You cannot be there so lazily by yourself, and that will now be Atacam. He tried to turn onto Nemesis. I don't actually think they've got enough CC to keep him in place here. He's going to get out of this. Yeah, he's out. They don't have enough CC. He just ults away. Yeah. Oh, awful mid-game from Bushido Wildcats. Last 2 objectives have been very poorly set up, and last returns have been much, much better. It's kind of all starting. They can turn to Baron afterwards as well. Oh, boy. Okay, this gets interesting. Nemesis now on a flank angle. Wants to fight. Watch. Vi doesn't take the Q over the wall. People shy? Hell yeah. Do I not have Peepo Shy as an emote? Shocking. Sort that out. Seven TV! Give me your emotes. Oh, not bad. Zest, decent healing. Still dead. Still dead. I just get emotes, thank you. Oh, can see the Baron start again. Doesn't take it. Pull off it again. I think they can probably force it, you know. And they're like, see ya, basically. Give Peepo a shot another go. Should now work. There we go. Better. I removed it. I just added it in. Bowsy's in it. I just added it now. Because it wasn't on. I have resolved the issue. Dark Seal stacking's happening. Baus, my goat, has already picked up a Medjai's. You have got 3 items on Corki. You've got 2 on the Aatrox and the Azir. Chain Ice Crush matters. Always nice to see Baus for the Medjai's. I mean, exactly. Why build lethality when you build Cleaver? Because it will be going towards... Where are we looking at? Where are we seeing the lethality? Just to double check. It's often towards things like Serpent's Fang. Unless I'm missing the context of that conversation, haven't we? 7TV told me you removed it. Weird. I literally just added it. So, I don't know why I removed it. Anyway, it's been added again. Anyway. Problem resolved.
You got the wrong Nico.
It seems to be working for me. It's not working? Oh, you're kidding. Wah. Dragon taken, that's sole point. Budgie for lost return. Tell me I have this. Oh yeah! You're right, I did remove it. Huh? That's weird. Okay. Now it's added. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. I'm sorry. Can only apologize. Clearly I undid the thing. Thing is, Bushido Wildcats don't contest Dragon to get position around Baron, and then don't get Baron either, or don't force Baron. Nemesis is going to get a tier 2. That is not great from Wildcats. Their mid-game has kind of sucked here. Showmaker should be one as well. I added that yesterday. Oh, beef. Google Chrome, what's going on? You okay, Google Chrome? I'm sure we have that one. I added it yesterday. It's it. It is it. I'm looking at it being it. Hang on. Baron's happening. We'll have to look at it another time. Oh, that Pop Blossom's good. And the steal. Oh, no. Oh, lost the tones. Does it matter? They got a really good fight for Crowny. Got a really good fight for Crowny. Croft will die. 4-4-1. You do lose Baron. It's there. Phew. Phew. There. Stop. Stop. Ember. I'm so glad you're double checking. I got very panicked. The reason I was worried, I've got basically, for whatever reason, my OBS chat plugin doesn't show 7TV emotes, but my multi-chat plugin does. However, for some reason, my multi-chat doesn't show Showmaker. That's why I thought, oh god, Showmaker isn't working. However, I then went to double check it. It was on 7TV, and I just didn't read chat while I was double checking. I apologize, Ember. You were sorting me out. How do they even lose Baron? I don't know. You have Feast, Featherpaw, and Smite. I think it's how you can end up losing things with Callista. Like, sometimes you just don't calculate the exact amount of damage to smite things out and it goes wrong. Fabulous. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that as well. That's why we have replays. Absolutely. Did the other thing finish? No, it didn't. But because Lost Returns are playing first, I am basically squeezing this in before the stream. So the stream I'm on is at 7, but call time's at 6:15. So theoretically, this game ends up nice and early. I can end the stream early, send you guys on Twitch over to the stream, and still get this one in time. It's all worked out well. I think it went at 26 damage and then was smited. Right, there you go. So just like miscalc on the burst. Miscalc on the burst. Fabulous. Okay. I think we gotcha. 471 went back. Okay, fair enough. So basically, they missed time this one. Global Taunt Nemesis now. Yeah. Is it going to matter? Get the tier 2. Dragon's happening. They're giving up Hex Soul, by the way. Alright, Wildcats. I think that's probably the death knell. I don't think a tier 2 will be worth that. Surely not. Surely not. Nemesis is fast AF? Yeah, he is. With Symbiotic Soul's Phase Rush and Medjai's move speed, well, at 10 stacks, that's a lot. Oh, my PC's about to turn off. Screen's about to turn off. That would be bad. Exit narration. Thank you very much. Also, best of ones for now. Best of ones changes once the score. My camera. If you look right at the top. Hang on. Why are we... Oh, I know what I've done. Hang on. When did I move that? I'm sorry, guys. That's a little awkward. Anyway. That there. The 2-1 above us. Or up there. Once that moves to 3... For one of those teams. Oh. Yeah, there we go. They will then be playing best of threes. Or if they lose. LR winner of EMEA Masters gets to play LEC 2026. So it'll be the second place from Summer. From Zero to Hero. Second place from Summer. They added to the HUD. There you go. My OCD. Well, sorry about that. I didn't realize I'd moved that around. I was like, hang on, why can't I see the scores? It's like, oh. Oops. It's only for the one split, so it's not LEC, it's this weird new kickoff split. You were messing around with that yesterday. They actually added it partway through the day, interestingly. Well, Hex Soul 5,000 gold lead is kind of rough. Why are we on the opposite side? Peach is so dead. Decent-ish damage onto Crowny. That means nothing because Redemption comes on down. Faust now gets a Hex Soul slow across 4 people. Zest will burn World Ender. Oh, Flash for the Feral. Scream. Feast. Capitulation from Bushido Wildcats who have been declawed. Kitty Cat sent to the vet. I'm putting the cone of shame. That might just be the end of the game. They just lost mid tier 2 and they got a wave shoving through mid. Yeah, oh, top, sorry. Yeah, I think that's it. Good God. LR with the damn nasty. Damn nasty. That's it. GG. 3 seconds on Peach. I don't think it saved anything. Bushido Wildcats are blasted. After a good early game, things fell apart. 2 bad objective setups in a row, and LR go, no you don't. That's really good TPs to punish the exit from that dragon fight. Really started the downfall there. Let's have a look at our post-game stats. There we go. Let's say decent-ish lead. Bushido Wildcats. So you can sort of see where the turnaround happens about the 16 to 17 minute mark. There we go. Lots of good damage. Scorth did alright, but again, who is this damage going into? Not to tanks. Not on the other side. Very well done. Very well done. Folks, I am going to call it there because I have got things to do this evening. I wish I could stick around for more. I really do. I really do. Alas, I have other casts to go to. So I will raid you over. Raid you over to Rift Lab. And I'll see you all in chat for the card games, which will be starting at 7 PM. So you might have to stick around for a while. But just so you know which one it is, you can go follow the channel at the very least. For YouTube viewers, we're going to end it here. I am sorry going to have to find other places to go watch this one for now. But as I said, I have other casting obligations tonight. So I can't stick around for the whole EMEA match. Bit of a shame, but hey, that is the way it is. So, YouTube, thank you for coming and watching the LR game with me. But it is over for now. Johnny. Most damage per death? Hell yes. But for Twitch viewers, I'll send you over to Rift Lab.